I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. Oh, I'm scared.
No! Not in that
I've never said that before.
sexuality.
I'm spiraling. I'm grateful.
We're not telling the story.
Hey!
The duo's back.
The duo's back. So today we're doing...
Hey guys! Hey guys! Welcome home.
Hey guys!
Hey guys and welcome back to my channel. Anyway.
So today's video is really different from anything that I've ever done before on my channel.
Suggested by me because
Suggested by her.
this is my favorite type of video. Girl talk video.
Today we're gonna get personal. I've never gotten personal on my channel before. Like, I feel like you guys don't really know me.
It's all an illusion, guys.
It's all, everything that you think you know is So we're gonna do a girl talk. Get ready with me.
Yeah. Going to a fashion show.
We're going to a fashion show. That will be in the April vlog. Don't worry about that yet. Or maybe you will have already seen it by the time I post this. I'm not sure. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. Oh, I'm scared.
No, we are. Okay, what are you starting out with?
I'm gonna start it with blush.
Okay, I'm gonna start with brows.
So, Glossy Cloud Paint and Stone is my only blush that I use.
Okay, so let's start fun and fresh.
Mhm.
How about fashion?
Fashion. Fashion's a good place to start.
Silence.
Thoughts on sambas?
Love. I do like them. I think they're timeless. But in our day and age, I think that everything is overdone.
Everything's
because
overdone, yeah.
There's so much like you see somebody who's cool, whatever. Everybody gets it. And then it's not cool anymore because now everybody has it.
Yeah, it's just becoming uniform.
We think we have really good fashion, which we do.
I think.
I mean, I think we were quite stylish, but of course, like, you are so influenced by everything. Like, you're never original at this point because unless you're totally off, like, social media and, like...
Which, like, if you are, I'm jealous of you.
Like, seriously, how do you do that? I'm looking for my concealer, sorry. Oh. Can I borrow yours? Is it...
You can try.
I'll try.
The full Colombian versus half Colombian.
Wait.
Ooh.
Actually,
Oh my god, why do I look like a clown?
You've always put too much blush when we're filming.
Yeah, it's because I can't see myself. I feel like I prefer the black ones to the white ones. I feel like the white ones, I don't know why. Maybe it's like the gray suede toe. Right? Okay, I'm brave enough to say it. I don't like the white ones. Also, I feel like I like them definitely more on girls than guys. Just because they're so much more of like a feminine shoe.
Yeah. I really like them. I just didn't buy them because I was like, everyone got them, so I don't want to get them.
Yeah.
But that's why last year I got Onitsukas.
I was about to talk about Onitsukas.
They were not that trendy yet. They were like starting to get trendy.
Starting to be trendy.
Ran into an Onitsuka store by accident in Paris.
Oh
It was such a blessing. And so I bought these, and I actually, to this day, I haven't seen anybody with mine.
No, yours are really
in
neat.
person or...
Yeah, I'm gonna insert a picture so people know what we're talking about.
I've been wearing them so much that they're starting to get a little bit used. Like, they look used, obviously.
But I kind of love worn-in sneakers.
Oh, 100%.
Like, when I see people with, like, worn sambas, I'm like, oh, you had them before they were cool. Like, I respect that so much. Okay, what else about fashion? Oh, okay, wearing a midi skirt right now.
Oh, yeah. Let's show the outfit.
So this is the outfit, thrifted.
It's so cute.
With these thrifted heels.
It's so cute. Wearing this top that Milla's cousin gave her. It's actually...
Thrift haul video.
And I'm wearing this with jeans skirt that my friend Juliet, she bought it and it didn't fit her, so she just gave it to me. I was like, okay, thank you. And it's really good. And then I'm wearing some black boots that are thrifted. But I'm looking for my makeup inspo. I'm gonna show you.
Okay. I'm trying to really be more out of my comfort zone when it comes to style. Yeah. So like tonight for the fashion show, I'm wearing these little heels instead of docs. She's growing up, guys. Literally. I got because of the pointed toe because those are also very trendy right now. But I'm like, ew, like, you know when you buy stuff and you're like, oh, I've seen this on TikTok or I've seen this on like online and you're just like...
It just turns you off when it like...
Exactly.
It used to be more cool to be like, oh my god, I want to like follow the trends, and now everybody's like doing the opposite.
Exactly, right? Okay, it used to be such a thing of like, oh my gosh, that's such like a Pinterest outfit, and it was a good way.
Yeah.
And I feel like now it's like almost like an insult. Not an insult, but like.
Yeah. Maybe that's just us. I don't know.
Maybe we're crazy.
I'm spiraling. Let's switch conversations.
Okay, we're pretending like people asked us questions, but I'm not famous.
But like we will be.
It's
okay.
We're asking ourselves questions.
This is how. Okay. This is a good transition into
Good segue.
how to start out as a creator.
Yes.
Because
we're both
creators.
creators. She's a singer. I will link all of her socials. She's a singer. I'm a YouTuber. Ew. Ew.
No, you have to say it with security.
No, but I feel like I hate saying YouTuber because it brings up images of like Logan Paul. You know what I mean?
I think saying content creator is worse.
Content creator is terrible.
I'm a lifestyle influencer.
But that's the thing, I'm not an influencer because who am I influencing? I love all 2,900 of you though so much. Like,
aww.
It's actually crazy. I'm like, what do you mean over 2,900 people? Almost 3,000 people?
That's insane.
What the
Insane. Like some people may think like, oh my gosh, she has no followers. Like same for me. I just reached 700 on an account I started a year ago,
which is amazing.
Oh, like you're so grateful when somebody follows you. No, not like, oh my god, I have fans. Like no, because these people are actually commenting and interacting.
I know,
and
like
they care.
Every
about
single
what you
comment
post.
that I get makes my day. Like
Literally.
even if it's just like, oh, love this video. I'm like, you loved my video. I started my YouTube channel a little over a year ago. I had like an existential crisis because I was like, I have a whole month break. What am I gonna do with myself? And I mean, actually this is not my debut on YouTube because when we were younger,
we've done this for a long time.
We've been doing this. We've been influencers.
We love creating since we're little.
Yeah, we would make like movies together on iMovie, like those iMovie like horror movie trailers. Like that was our shit.
And pause if you're new to the channel. We've been best friends.
Oh yeah, for 15 years.
Oh,
Forgot to curl my lashes.
Oh shoot, that's the worst feeling.
I'm gonna do it.
So yeah, we used to make iMovies, like you know when you would make those like horror movies with the trailers.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. We also had this this cooking show called The Jam Show
For Juliana, Amelia, who's
My
upstairs,
sister.
and Milla.
And we used to just, because I used to watch a lot of Food Network as a kid.
Oh my gosh.
My parents didn't let us, my parents didn't let us have like Disney Channel.
Oh, mine either.
Yeah, it's kind of an immigrant parent.
Yeah.
They were like, ¿qué es esto?
Pero ¿por qué quieres ver Disney?
Disney?
The way you used to say it.
I used to say Disney, not Disney, because my parents said that. Anyway, the point is that we've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, and I remember one YouTube video that I made was with her and her sister, and then my other childhood best friend. We made like expectations versus reality of weekends. Oh my god, I wish I had that video.
Oh my god, and we also did the power of makeup when we were like 12 and 10.
Oh my gosh,
We did a lot. If you like it, do it. Do it. Do not care
Oh my gosh.
about what other people
Don't care
think.
about
Like,
what people
and
think.
I know it's so much easier said than done, like, but I promise
You just have to do it.
you just have to do it. Like, it'll go better than you think.
Like, I didn't get confident and then started posting. Like, I used to be extremely insecure, like, and obviously still deal with a lot of insecurities, but I used to be like, I mean, you remember. Like, I was like, it was bad.
Well, if you saw that acne journey video,
Yes.
it's because of that whole thing that
Because, yeah, I had really, really bad acne. I always felt like I was really awkward, and I was always so worried about what people thought of me. All that to say,
most of the time
it's all in your head. People might think you're a loser. People might be like, oh my god, it's so cringe and embarrassing. But, so?
Like, you don't have the bravery to do it too.
Yeah, you're probably cringe, but you're just cringe in private.
Exactly, and you have to be cringy to do this. Like,
No, yeah.
you have
Like,
you have to
you
accept
just
the
have to.
cringiness. Like, it's cringy to film yourself making videos.
It's like,
cringy
ew.
to be like, thank you guys for 700 followers.
It's cringy to be like, go subscribe to, like, ugh.
But everybody starts somewhere. Everybody starts at nothing.
I've gotten so much support. I got one hate comment, okay? and I thought the first time that I would get a hate comment, I would be like distraught. I did not give a single. I was like, okay,
Because who are you?
Who are you to judge? Like,
who are you hiding behind a screen?
Exactly, like, you're a loser.
No, like
You're a loser.
imagine writing a hate comment like that.
Imagine writing hate, like,
that's bad.
that's a million times worse than starting a YouTube channel.
Anyway, this is your sign
This is your sign.
to go for it. Make that channel. Start that business.
Post that TikTok.
Do it. You have nothing to lose. And guys, life is too short. Cut that out. From there. Wow! I got mascara. From there, we're gonna segue into sexuality. Sure. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
What is it to talk about? Do you identify, Mila, with a certain label, or are you not into labels?
I'm not into labels.
Same here.
I was never into labels.
Yeah, and that's something that we tried discovering as kids together.
Not in that way. That's really bad.
Not in that way, guys. Not in that way. Could never be in that way.
No.
But we meant more like, we would always ask Mila, like, who do you like? Who do you like? Like, because me and my sister were always having crushes, okay?
Yeah, and I was the opposite. I never had a single crush until my last year of high school.
Yeah.
I went 16 years without ever having a real crush on anybody. I would like make up crushes.
Yeah, because you wanted to want to have a crush.
I would pick like the best looking guy and be like, oh yeah. And you know, in retrospect, maybe that was a sign of something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Me on the other hand, I thought I only liked guys my entire life because, I don't know if I can say this, my sister likes both genders. Is this like obvious enough, or should I have more?
I think it's obvious enough.
So yeah, my sister my sister
what's
likes both. Put elevator music. Long story short,
Yeah,
I thought I had to be the straight sibling. For a really long time, even though like there was so many signs that I was not in fact the straight sibling. The media and like movies all shape you into thinking that like, and we were born in kind of an inclusive era.
Oh yeah.
More inclusive era, but still like if you look back at all the 2000s movies and everything, like the LGBTQ people were
the weirdos.
The weirdos, the losers, and you did not want to be that. You wanted to be the cool girls. Anyway, it took me a long time to discover, but when I did, I discovered, and then I knew, and it's, you know, it's still a journey. Like, sometimes I don't feel comfortable telling certain people.
Oh, same. Yeah.
Why am I listening to my own voice? Sorry, my dad is playing me. My dad's my biggest fan.
Your dad is your biggest fan.
So cute. Again, easier said than done, but like, if you are in a safe and accepting environment, take your time.
Welcome back. Is this the same angle? Okay, sorry if it's a different angle. We had to take a little break.
Yeah, we have to
charge the camera.
I think I just flashed the camera.
Oh, we were talking about sexuality, which is like, please ignore the way that I'm straightening my hair. My bangs are fucked. I'm gonna fix them in a sec.
Yeah, take your time.
Don't feel pressured to like fit yourself into a label, because I kind of felt pressured to do that. I also feel like other people will try to label you.
Yes.
And it's like, don't do that. Like,
just honestly like who you like. Like, I don't understand why we need to make it such a big deal and make it
that. Like, no.
From there,
Relationship advice.
relationship advice. So Mila, are you in a relationship?
Yes. Oh my god, I've never said that before.
Online.
I've never revealed that on my channel. Yes, I'm in a relationship. I've been in a healthy and committed relationship for almost 2 years. That's insane.
Wild.
What? Me, just like 3 years ago, would have been shocked to hear that. I never had crushes on people, but I also didn't know of any people who really had crushes on me, so I had zero, like, I'm about to get so real. I had zero romantic interaction until I was 16. Did not have my first kiss till I was 16. Didn't have my first crush till I was 16. Didn't hold hands with someone till I was 16. Like, and I remember that was another thing that was so damaging to my self-esteem, because I was like, oh my god, I'm like unlovable. Like, girl, you were literally 14. Like, okay. So many people around me were like having their first relationships, or at least having like first kisses, and like I remember it was really damaging. Yeah. Also, to make it seem like it's so like having your first kiss at like 12 or 13 is like the norm.
Sorry.
Which is like, what?
I
Like,
also had my first kiss at 17.
mm-hmm.
So I completely understand.
Yeah. It's just so hard, that feeling, but the truth is, and I know like it's so annoying to hear this because I remember hating hearing it myself, but like the person will come along at the right time. Like, I believe that so much, like, and it'll come when you stop looking and when you least expect it.
Completely. I had crushes. I know people had crushes on me, but it was never like reciprocal, and I went to an all-girls school for 3 years and then I switched, and during that transition I didn't really like know myself. Obviously, I mean, you're 15, but we had a uniform and it was very like strict.
I went to the same high school.
Yeah, it was. But 2 years after,
yeah.
So it changed because it became co-ed.
Yeah, co-ed.
But for me, I just didn't have the best experience there. No boy experiences. I texted like maybe 1 or 2 guys. We're not telling the story. I was still confident about it though. Like, I was never like.
That's good.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a Leo. If that tells you anything, I was always like, yeah, like it's gonna happen. Like, I don't know.
That's good. You had faith.
I had faith, but then I had my first boyfriend when I was 17. It was almost a year relationship, and since then I haven't had a boyfriend. And I'm turning 21 this summer, so it'll be like 3 years of being single again. And of course, I've had my little flings and little things, but nothing. I have to make sure they know.
Yes.
But like nothing serious, because I truly have not found anyone who has like, I haven't even been close to finding anyone. Mm-hmm. It's always been unserious or like unreciprocal or things like that. After your first relationship, you kind of have to like go back to that single mentality, of course, but you're not the same as how you were before, because now you've lived all these new experiences. So it's kind of like rediscovering yourself all over again. And I really recommend that after a breakup, you stay single for at least 6 months. But like, I was gonna say a year, unless of course it happens, but like, I don't understand how people just jump into relationships so
I can't imagine being like so committed to one person and then like 2 weeks later someone's like, what?
And I know it happens. Like, I have friends who they were in a long-term relationship, and then like they quickly like started liking someone, and then they got into a relationship, and now they've been together for almost 3 years. Like, it happens, but usually don't like be like, oh my god, I need to be with someone else, because one day it's gonna catch up to you. Mm-hmm. And you're not gonna know who you are, and you're gonna have a freaking breakdown. Having a breakdown because you don't know who you are is totally relatable, and it's a part of teenagehood and girlhood. And I don't know, I think being alone definitely forces you to not depend on somebody else.
Yeah,
that's my advice. Yeah. Being single is incredible. Like, if you work on yourself and you commit to yourself, everything in your life is going to align. I promise. We'll see, maybe I'll have a boyfriend in the near future, maybe in the far future, but for now...
You're not chasing.
No.
I think the chasing mentality is never a good one. Like, you really just have to let it come to you, and I genuinely believe, like, for relationships and all that kind of thing, like, I believe everything happens for a reason, and people are gonna come into your life, like, for, like, goals and work and school. Like, that's something you have to chase. But don't be chasing boys or girls.
Here's advice if you're maybe younger, or maybe somebody our age or older who hasn't been in a relationship. Because I have friends my age who have never had their first kiss or haven't had a boyfriend.
Yeah. Hey guys. Wait. Oh yeah, the camera keeps overheating.
That's why.
Anyways, love Sony though. Love Sony CV1. If you want to sponsor me, send me other cameras. Like, anyways, what we were saying was that, like, I think it's totally normal to not be in a relationship, like, as a young adult, like, even into your 20s, or like even never even had a first kiss. I don't think that's a problem.
It's not.
It's so not a problem.
Normalize that.
And the way that our society thinks that you should be in a first relationship by like 16 is like
in like
insane.
The hardest times of your life, like trying to figure yourself out. It's not it. It's not the right time.
True.
I like genuinely don't want my kids to date until they're like in their 20s.
Yeah, I mean, I want my kids to do whatever's
Of
natural
course.
to them, but I'd rather not be in a relationship than be in like an unhealthy relationship, which she has more experience with.
Yes, don't do it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth.
If you're questioning everything, or like if you're like, oh, like if you don't want to tell like your friends and family stuff, red flag.
That's
run.
true.
You'll avoid a lot of
Heartbreak. Let's also talk about partying. Partying. Also something she has more experience with than me.
Yeah, so after my first breakup, I was freshly 18. I was living downtown. I felt like partying was the coolest thing ever. Of course, everybody at 18 is like, oh my god, let's go drink. And everybody who I was...
For reference, we're Canadian.
Yeah. Everybody who I was hanging out with was also kind of in the same vibe. And after I realized that, you know, those friends were not the right friends for me, but at the time I made a lot of stupid mistakes because I thought that alcohol was just like the coolest thing ever, when guys, it's not the coolest thing ever. It's actually very scary, and you should be, you should have respect for it.
Yeah.
Alcohol is something to be very careful with, and of course, like, we all have accidents, we all accidentally go overboard, but if you're constantly like,
if you're blacking out every night, like...
No, that's not okay. So I think like throughout the years, I've had a lot of experiences with alcohol and partying that have damaged my sense of self. And I came to the conclusion that it's not great to party all the time for me. I don't think it brings me anything other than like cute pictures maybe.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's cool online and everything, but
the reality of it also is just like not always that fun. Another thing that I really felt like I was missing out on in my teenage years was like partying and drinking and all that.
yeah, we didn't well, I didn't do anything underage ever.
Oh, I didn't. And I remember seeing so many people around me who were like going to house parties, like obviously before we were legal, or even going to the club before we were legal, and I was like, oh my god, like up until I was like 16. Up until I was 16, I was like...
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I'm legal now. Up until I was 16, I was like, oh my gosh, I've never gotten drunk. Like, girl, like, you were like 14. Like, that's good. But I'm not like the biggest party girl ever at all.
We went to Europe and like, we didn't go out almost at all.
Yeah.
And Milla did not drink.
I barely got drunk. Like, I have had moments where I've gotten a little too drunk. Like, my 18th birthday vlog, you only saw the good parts, but you didn't see the bad part. And I feel like that's something I'm also still kind of insecure about, or just thinking, this is weird, but I'm like retrospectively insecure. How do I explain this? Like, I feel like there are things that I missed out on, but also in hindsight, it's not missing out at all. Like, I've always been a good girl, and like, that's okay. Like, partying is not the most fun thing ever, and honestly, like, I'm glad I had like a healthier adolescence versus one that like
100%.
started drinking early, started like...
Yes, because I have friends who started drinking at like 13, 14, started going to the clubs at 15, and now they're 21, they're grandmothers. The point is that those girls who we used to be like, oh my god, they're so cool.
Like, I wish I was like them.
No, like a lot of them regret, or a lot of them are like, well, now when I'm in my 20s, like, I don't even have the urge to do that stuff anymore, so just take your time with it. Like, I promise. And I would hear this type of videos and be like, oh my god, like,
no, like, I just want, like, I want to get drunk, and I want to have my first kiss, and I want to have my first relationship, but like, I did all those things like so late, but then I'm like, I'm grateful for that ultimately.
And it's not, there's no such thing as late or early.
Yeah.
You're on your own timeline. Like,
That's
your life
so
is your life, and like, there's no late or early or anything. There's people who have their first kiss at like 6 years old and meet their husband at 12, and then they stay together for the rest of their lives. Other people who get married 3 times and then find their soulmate at 60. Okay.
Final installment. What were we talking about? There's 2 categories of things in life. There's the things that you have to wait for and let it happen naturally, which is like relationships, friendships, partying, like going out, like all the type of stuff. Then there's the things that you have to work towards, like starting something like a YouTube channel, or like a singing account, or just like anything that has to do with like work. Like, if you're an artist, make art. Come on. Life is too short, but also life is so long.
What a confusing message.
Wishing you the best.
Till next video.
Till next video.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos.
Let us know if you want a part 2.
Yes, we'd love to film one.
We would love to. Yes.